What's up, anxious gamers? We are going to share some gaming news with you this week. First off, PlayStation Portal.
What a weird concept.
What a terrible topic to start with, PlayStation Portal.
It's not that bad. I could see if I didn't know what to tell somebody to get me for like Christmas or something. I could say, okay, it'd be kind of nice to play the PS5 in bed, but I do that already with my iPad and DualSense.
So it has no Bluetooth, so you can't use the headphones that you want. And you can't play cloud games on it. So you can only play games that you
have
bought, and you can't do installed games from PlayStation Plus. So I tried this. I downloaded Ghost of Tsushima from the PlayStation Plus. It will not let me stream it. So if it is tied to cloud in general, or you can't stream it. So there's no cloud streaming functionality to this system. So it's only games that you have bought on your PlayStation, or if you have the disc in your PlayStation, you can play it on that system.
That really cripples this thing. That's really strange.
Because I have the PlayStation app and I can't play any of the games on the system or like their subscription service.
Who is this for?
On my phone. Next topic.
I also feel bad for, there's going to be a ton of like grandkids and kids that are going to get a PlayStation Portal.
I got the next PSP.
And they don't have a PS5. And they're going to be sitting there like, I can't use this thing.
Grandma's going to be real butthurt when her kid is pissed off at her for Christmas this year.
Way to go, Sony. You're doing great.
Yeah, way to go. It's because here's the thing with Xbox. It's the same thing if you remote play. It's downloaded games. Now, here's the thing. If it's downloaded from Game Pass, it'll work. Or a disc in your system. But Xbox Game Pass has its own app for its games. So you can play all the cloud-based Game Pass games on the go, on your tablet, phone.
Right.
They have a bunch of already PlayStation Portals that are probably better. The only thing that really is selling this to people, I think, is the fact that you can play it it's a DualSense with a big screen in the middle.
But I think, if I'm not mistaken, the DualSense feedback happens if you Bluetooth your controller to your phone or tablet or computer or whatever.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I think I remember feeling feedback playing, because I played a lot of God of War remotely. Mm-hmm. And I believe there's feedback.
If PlayStation can get their subscription service running, why would you not? People are comparing this to the Wii U, but the Wii U was a system.
Right.
A Wii U was a gamepad that you could actually play. You couldn't take it anywhere, but you could. It had a function to it. I mean, Wind Waker HD, you had your maps on there and stuff in your inventory, so it was usable. It was part of the gimmick.
Right.
Why would you not launch your subscription service? PlayStation could have easily been like, get a free month of PlayStation Plus if you buy the portable.
Right.
If it didn't have to be tied to your PS5. That's the stupid part.
This thing could
you have to have a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, this thing could have been like purely a PlayStation Plus or whatever console, kind of standalone. Mm-hmm. That as long as you're on Wi-Fi, you can stream all these PS3, PS2, some PS4, and even, do they have PS5 streaming? I feel like they do, but maybe not.
Yeah, like you can remote play. So that's what this is
but I mean straight from the cloud. Device. It should have been a cloud device.
Yes, it should have been a cloud device, and I think if they would have added PlayStation is smarter than this. They should have added a game. I don't know. It's a whole rant.
I almost wonder if they're planning to tie it into the PS5 somehow. Like you could use the Portal as a Wii U style controller.
Maybe. I think PlayStation is gonna pop this out, and then nobody's gonna buy it, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, well now you can use the app. You can use our app. We made an app now." And then they may get a few sales. They've done really weird stuff. Look at the PlayStation Home. All right, let's talk about Nintendo Focus.
What is this?
How some guy on Twitter doesn't know what he's talking about, and every news source is now blowing this up, thinking that this is the next Nintendo system. So this guy made this image and is stating that this is Nintendo's next hardware, and it's called the Nintendo Focus because its main focus is going to be its VR capabilities, which I highly doubt. And Nintendo may get into VR, but I don't think that they're going to make a whole console revolving around it.
It really, okay, number one, it looks...
The ceiling fan?
Well, no, the ceiling fan's fine, but it looks like he took a picture of his TV off and then photoshopped this fake logo over the top of it, number one.
The TM is what kills me.
The TM is so big.
Do I think Nintendo is making another console? Yes. I 100% think that we will get a system next year. No later than next year. At least announced. Maybe at the end of this year, early next year. I could see Nintendo naming it something different so we don't have another Wii U dilemma, but I don't think it was necessarily the Wii U's name that killed the console. It was the marketing. The marketing was horrible for that system. Okay, we got to do an episode on the Wii U marketing.
The history of the Wii U.
The history. But there's no way this is real.
I don't think so. Yeah,
that logo looks horrendous.
This is just some dude that put together a whole bunch of mock-ups and is trying to pass it off.
Yeah. So, some quick news. Gamescom just ended, I think, or it may still be going on. A couple of really cool game announcements. Little Nightmares 3 is going to be coming out. That's going to be a lot of fun. And one of my favorites, Turok 3, is finally leaving the N64 and getting a full-blown remaster by Night Dive Studios. They have done a great job with Turok 1 and 2 and other video games as well. Are you excited about that one?
I am. I need more dinosaurs in my life.
Let's talk about some Starfield.
Ooh, yeah. We got to see some gameplay, and it's also releasing a week early if you buy one of the premium editions.
Are you going to play it?
Oh, I'm absolutely going to play it. I'm trying to decide if I want it at launch or if I want to give it a few weeks to iron out some bugs. I'll probably get it at launch.
It is coming out on Game Pass. Are you going to buy it, or are you going to just play it on Game Pass?
It depends on if I want to get it a week early or not. But I may just wait till normal launch, do Game Pass, play it, because I'm going to play it on PC. I don't play Bethesda games on console. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be, it may be almost too big, though. I'm thinking about the head of publishing's comments that it doesn't even really get going until after the main story. I think he mentioned 130 hours of gameplay, and then it really started getting going. I don't play many games over 100 hours.
I'm in the middle of this game. I probably will get it because usually around this time I do dive into my Xbox quite a bit. With that being said, if Starfield fails, Xbox is going to be in a really big pickle.
That's a big pickle.
I don't think Starfield's going to fail from what I've seen, what we've been shown. I do think there are going to be, obviously, some things wrong with it, but we are light years away from where we were with Skyrim.
Yeah, and
so...
Light years, huh? I don't really understand how... Because, Skyrim and the world has so much in it. There's little... it's the normal Bethesda thing where there's little stories hidden throughout. There's, just with their props and the lore and all of that. How do you fill a universe this size?
So I've kind of went back on what I said about Tears of the Kingdom, which we got to do, I want to do a final review of Tears of the Kingdom. That'll be another episode. Yeah. So
took you long
enough. I'm always down for more in a game now. It's been a lot of fun, and really playing Dead Cells has kind of taught me that, where it is nice when you do a new playthrough, it's something different. And that was something I even noticed with Skyrim. Each time I've played it, it is different, even though some of the stories are the same, characters, quests, all that. Yeah. I'm not really a space person. I love Halo, I've played No Man's Sky, which that game's come a very long way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to play it to see it. Knowing typical Bethesda, there's gonna be probably a lot wrong with it. It's like they bit off more than they can chew. But with playing, like Doom 2016, Doom Eternal, they added some Bethesda elements to it with upgrading and
but that's still
story and finding
that's still
things.
id.
But that's that's still id though. So that's what I'm getting at. Those I'm really curious to see, because Fallout 76 was
that was
a
terrible.
disaster.
I've even tried. They were like, "Oh, it's gotten a lot better," but I've tried going back. I have it in my Steam library, and them trying to tie multiplayer into that was genuinely one of the worst decisions.
I am not trying to bash Starfield or Xbox. I really hope it works out well because it looks fun. I am going to probably play through it maybe once, just to say I did it.
Yeah.
It's not really a game I've been diehard for, but I really hope it turns out well, because with how Halo Infinite ended, with how Redfall has ended, and no other things. I mean, they did announce several games at Gamescom, but still, Microsoft doesn't have that thing that sells their systems. I would say Game Pass is great, but you don't have to have a system for Game Pass. So, without further ado, Starfield, we'll just have to check it out.
Yeah.
See how it is.
And since it's on Game Pass, you don't have to lose a penny over it. Well, other than your subscription,
And then by the time we finish Starfield, we're all going to die, and Elder Scrolls 6 is going to release, so we're all dead.
Yeah, which I do want to mention that Todd Howard mentioned that he wants Elder Scrolls 6 to come out by the time he's 60. And I want to point out that he's 53. So he's aiming for 7 years from now, and they announced it when? 5 years ago?
2016, 2017.
So
Somewhere
6 or
around
7
there.
years ago. That's crazy. And Skyrim released 11/11/11. So by the time that it comes out, let's do some math here. It has already been, 12 years?
Yeah.
And so it'll have been almost 20 years since the last installment.
There are rumors that they are working on a possible remake or remaster of Oblivion.
I know there's a mod team that's rebuilding all of it in the Skyrim engine.
I think they'll give us something. I mean, Elder Scrolls Online has been holding people over, but I want the full game.
We're going to get the PS5 remaster of Skyrim again.
Oh, God. No.
This time with ray tracing.
No. Well, that's all of the news, Anxious Gamers, for this week. Be sure to check us out every Thursday. Bye.
Adios. Okay.
Adios.